Okay.
Get out of here!
Okay, for real.
Let's go.
My fellow Americans, Benjamin Franklin once said, "We must hang together or surely we'll hang separately." Translation, stand up for each other or get picked off one by one. Today, it's Rumeysa Ozturk. Tomorrow, it's you, me, or someone else who dares speak up about injustice. Now, you probably just thought, Rumeysa who? She's the lady from that viral abduction video. Yes, the one where the lady is getting abducted on the street. When I first saw it, I thought, oh my God, Hamas got hold of a nun on her way to church. Then I did a little reading. It turns out the kidnappers were not terrorists. No, they're cops. Cops dressed like they just left an ISIS-themed Halloween party. And the nun, turns out she wasn't even a nun. She's just a regular Muslim woman minding her own business. Classic mix-up. So I needed to know, who is Rumeysa Ozturk? Turns out she's a Fulbright scholar who's working on a PhD at Tufts University in child study and human development, basically studying how not to traumatize kids. Imagine that. She also has a master's degree from Columbia University, so she's pretty much smarter than any of the people in the White House today. And here's the kicker. She likes picking apples. Suspicious behavior if you're afraid of pie. But hold on, she's a Muslim, so obviously she's plotting something, right? Nope. Turns out she uses words, and apparently the pen is mightier than the sword. All she did was write an op-ed politely suggesting that Tufts University maybe shouldn't be backing governments that commit genocide. You know, basic stuff like not killing kids. Call me crazy, but don't murder children feels like a universal value, whether you're Jewish, Muslim, Christian, or whatever the president is. Don't believe me? Let's take a quick scripture break. Judaism's Sanhedrin teaches whoever destroys a single life, it's like they're destroying the entire world. Whoever saves a single life, it's like they're saving the entire world. The Quran says something remarkably similar. Basically, both religions are saying, don't kill innocent people. Common ground. Amazing. So all Rumeysa did was co-author one op-ed, and suddenly Trump's ready to kick her out faster than Netflix canceled Kevin Spacey. The government's message is clear. Don't talk about genocide. Don't write about genocide. If you do, they'll label you as anti-Semitic, claim you support Hamas, and deport your Fulbright-winning apple-picking ass right back home. Rumeysa Ozturk could now become the Rosa Parks of our time. And this time, she's right here in Massachusetts, the epicenter of American rebellion. Think Boston Tea Party. Think where Malcolm X went to school. It's not random that Malcolm X famously said, "We didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on us." Rumeysa didn't ask for trouble. Trouble landed on her, like Elon Musk buying your favorite social network. Remember, Rosa Parks outsmarted the machinery of segregation, not through defiance alone, but by embodying the kind of dignity that exposed the system's indecency. She was quiet, respectable, church-going, a seamstress, not a radical by reputation. When she refused to give up her seat, the state couldn't smear her as unruly or immoral. She flipped the script. By being the perfect victim, she left the enforcers of segregation looking like bullies and gave the movement a moral clarity the nation could not ignore. Sound familiar? So why is the US government turning Rumeysa into a hero? Why do they care so much? Well, there's a house of cards situation here. They don't want Americans finding out that Democrats and Republicans have sold us all out and tricked us into funding a genocide, and nearly everyone in office today is complicit and they need to go. Also, consider who's in charge. Trump, Rubio, Vance, Musk. These guys think they climbed a mountain to get to the top when all they did was ride an elevator. Deep inside, they know they're frauds, and it shows. Rubio is a perfect example. About the abduction, Marco Rubio said, "We gave you a visa to study, not to become a social activist who tears up our campus." Really, Marco? Since when has activism become a bad thing? Last time I checked, activism ended segregation and got us out of Vietnam. America needs activists, and we appreciate that Rumeysa, who could have done nothing, instead stood up for universal human rights. Frankly, something fragile cowards who run this country can't do. Besides, there's zero evidence that Rumeysa tore up anything. She hasn't even torn up a parking ticket, let alone a campus. Rubio knows this, but he has to try to sell Americans on this lie because the other guys don't feel like doing it. Rubio's that guy from high school who couldn't make the team, so he settled for washing gym shorts just to hang out with the real players. They probably called him the sniffer, and that's not because he had a good nose for politics. Rubio can never get respect because he's a suck-up, he doesn't have a backbone, and he has no moral compass. So this is America today, home of freedom, apple picking, and the occasional deportation of innocent geniuses. Will Rumeysa Ozturk become the Rosa Parks of our time? That depends on if you're going to do anything about it. God bless America.
Let's go.
Ah, yeah.
Let's go.
Ah, yeah.
Let's go.